Okay, well, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to Hanging with Mangg. Just gonna be playing some Hearthstone because it's generally pretty relaxing. I don't have to think too much about it, and nobody really watches whatever game I'm playing anyway, so it's not like it really matters. Anyways, yes. Another week gone by through the harsh, cold winters of Wisconsin.
My magic will tear you apart.
But it is what it is. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Soon we'll be out of winter into glorious spring. It'll be great. And maybe there'll be even some games coming out. I mean, yeah. Evolve just came out, and Evolve is pretty damn fun. Hopefully, maybe even after I finish this video, I might be able to do some 4-man Evolve. I'll probably record it. I won't even like tell them that I'm recording it. I'll just flip on the recorder, and we'll see how it goes, and that should be cool to see. It is a pretty cool game. Everybody's ripping on it about the whole DLC and the pricing structure and blah 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 blah. I don't know. I just don't get too opinionated about things, so I guess maybe I should be bothered by it. I don't know. It's America. We throw money at things. It's what happens. Let's see. Yeah, this week was not too eventful. I know. I'd love to be just engrossed in an LP that I could just keep pumping out, or I wish, you know what would have been really great is if I could actually record, like, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and then I could just do, like, Mangg Hunter. Remember Mangg Hunter when that first started? And there was, like, 8 videos a day? It was ridiculous. But, that is not the case, unfortunately. So we had role manging. That was a thing. And, there's still something that I would love to talk to you guys about in relation to that whole role manging thing, but I just don't think I can. I think Ren has figured out what it is, but I think I have to remain cryptic about it. I'm sorry. Does that really solve anything? Well, I guess it saves. Next turn, will I want a bomb lobber? Probably, yeah, I should just do that. So yeah, I still have to remain cryptic, I'm sorry. Maybe someday. Hopefully, I guess. We had some more 50 Shades, of which now I'm reading on my own. Not that anybody really cares, because I know you want to hear more about probably the whole movie viewing experience thing. I'll talk about that later. I'm not done with the book just yet, obviously, because otherwise I would have uploaded me reading the final chapter. But it's something. Anyways, Commandos 2, that's continuing slowly. I don't really consider it a main focus LP, even though it kind of really is my main focus LP right now. I don't know. I like Dying Light was the one that just came out that really I probably should be playing, but man, like.
Someday I'll be just like you.
After Dead Island. Like, I wanted to like Dead Island. It seems like it would be cool, but we didn't have a great time with it. And open world zombie game, that just does not appeal to me at all anymore. Ugh. Even though, yeah, it includes some parkour, and yeah, I really like Mirror's Edge, but zombies and just, no. So then really, what do you have left? You know, what else comes out that really is like, whoa. Monster Hunter. Why can't they just release Monster Hunter for the Wii U? Why? Why can't they just make an adapter or make a super 3DS where you can plug it into your Wii U? If I own both a 3DS and a Wii U, and I want to play my 3DS game on a big television, I should be able to, Nintendo. I should be able to. They were hip with that way back in the day. They had the Super Game Boy. They had the Super Game Boy. Nintendo was like, this is what people want. And people bought it. But nowadays, it's just, no, nobody. No, it's all about playing on the train. You want to play on the train, don't you? Everybody loves playing on the train. It's like, no, damn it, Nintendo. I'm not Japanese. I don't ride a train. I want to play my 3DS on my 52-inch TV. But they don't listen. They don't listen. Apparently, I have 2 sheeps. Sheep. 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 Do this for the hell of it, because it's funny. Sheep. Sheep. What do you think about that, buddy? Look at all these sheeps. He's gonna flame strike, so. Like, what else is coming up? Oh, the new Dragon Ball game, but that's not an LP game. You don't LP that. That's nothing. So, oh, Ori and the Blind Forest comes out March 11th. I will probably LP that. You might be able to look forward to that. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. I don't even know what that is. It's probably not turn-based, so I probably don't care. Yeah, that's kind of it. Till The Witcher 3. And I don't give a damn about The Witcher 3.
Special delivery!
No, it's hold off on that. So yeah, it's just... Is that really it? The Witcher 3? And I don't even know if I'm going to LP that, because that's massively long. I wouldn't want to... Yes, I said massively long. I don't like doing that. I like... Ori and the Blind Forest is really... Yeah, I guess that's my next LP you can probably look forward to. Which is not great. But really, when I was... Like I said, when I was looking through... to get footage for the 4-year montage, I realized, like, in the last 2 years or so, or really just the last year, my number of LPs has diminished quite a bit. Like, when I first started, there were all sorts of LPs all the time, constantly new stuff everywhere, whatever. And that's why for the million milestone one, there was... I don't know, I had plenty of moments where I could just, you know, go, 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 go. And now for the last year, I've been doing a lot of... I've been doing lots of roll mangings. I've been doing the hanging with Mangs. I've been doing that for a while now. I've been doing other random things, Mang's movie, all sorts of just random shit. And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my point is, I guess. Do I want to keep his Jeeves around? Probably. 3 cards is pretty good. So really, I should do this. I should do this. I should do this. This. I want my 3 cards. What was my point? I don't know what my point was. I don't know. Like, my LPs have slowed down, I guess. Because really, like, if you look at the last week, and then, yeah, I know there's not any huge games coming out. It's a slow period. But really, my week was a roll manging, I think a Commandos 2 video? You gotta be shitting me. A Commandos 2 video, I think. I'm not sure about that. I thought I did one. And then... 50 Shades of Grey shit. And then this. That's pretty much it. And that's not really respectable. Actually, fuck. Really? That's brilliant. I'm so glad I have that.
Tinkering?
That actually does nothing for me, believe it or not.
Gotcha.
So, what was I talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just keep the schedule going as it is. Wow. Because really, I'd have to... Well, here's what it mostly comes down to, is I don't play that many games on my own, really. I spend most of my time just watching like YouTube videos and just browsing the internet. Occasionally I watch a television show or a movie. And that's kind of it. I don't really play that many games. Like Dragon Age Inquisition. I've just put maybe 2 hours into that game. I just did not get into it at all. And I wonder if maybe in my younger days, like when Dragon Age came out, you know, I played through the whole thing and I beat it. Am I changing? Am I the one that's changing? I don't know. Could be. Maybe I'm just not that into games. Which is worrisome, because then what is this channel, really? It's just me kind of talking every week about stuff. And I don't think, I mean, it's not going to be like a vlog. I don't want to do that. It could just be like an RPG thing if I played RPGs more, but I'd have to kind of branch out for that. So, I don't know if that would ever happen. I don't know. I guess I'm tackling a big question for a Sunday, so I will hold off. Oh, that's not bad. So let's talk about board games then. Basically, it came down, yeah, as usual, 2 days. One going over to I have 2 different groups now. So one is my sister and her husband and my mom, where we play light games. And then another is the board game group where I can play just about anything. So at my sister's, we played the same thing as last week, I believe, more or less. I didn't bring anything new, although I should have. We played Machikoro. Oh, we played Splendor, which wasn't new to me, it was new to them. Splendor was really terrible. Splendor, when I play it with my mom, and she always wins, is not terrible. I don't find it that exciting, but it's not terrible. Because with a lot of Euro-ish games, 2 players, it's not terrible. It goes relatively quickly for me. I can live with it. But when you bump it up to 4, oh man, when you bump it up to 4. Do I want a Doomguard? Should I Frostbolt first? Yeah. I could time rewinder it. Sure. Anyways, yeah, so sorry. I said this wasn't very time or thinky, but anyways. You guys are used to this by now. so we bumped up to 4 for Splendor, and man, oh man, it was the driest, slowest. Yeah, I said that. Anyways, it was just very ugh, and I could tell the feeling was palpable among the others as well. It was just like when you're just hearing yawning and there's really no conversation. It's just, yeah, this is great. And Splendor's not a badly designed game. It's just that's how Euro designs kind of are. It's not very. It's a bit thinky, but it's not. Splendor's kind of entry level, so it's not that thinky. So really, it doesn't offer that much. But for what it is, for those people that kind of like that, it's not terribly designed. It was nominated for the Spiel des Jahres, I believe. But yeah, we just, oh man, it was so boring. Oof. Ugh. Oof. Oh. Oof. I think I have to. I don't know if that was smart, but I'll do it. Yeah, so that will probably never be brought over again.
Pay attention, class.
But Machigoro is good. I like the new expansion. I like all that. That's good. That really sucks. I'm probably gonna lose the game.
I'm ready to learn.
And then we played Lords of Waterdeep again, which they all really enjoy. And I didn't win any of these games, by the way. I never win any games. It just doesn't happen. And then we ended with One Night Ultimate Werewolf, which is approaching my most played game, potentially. Coup is really far up there, I know. But I haven't played that game in a while, and I play One Night every week, many times. So it's getting up there. And yeah, it's just a solid game. I guess I'd like something with a bit more meat to it every week, which is why I want to play Resistance, but yeah, One Night's pretty good. So, I mean, that's an alright Friday night. It's not my preferred board game session, but we'll get there. And then today was a good board game day. We played. We had 7 people. 7 people's quite a bit. I don't have that many games that can accommodate 7, so we kind of went through the gamut. We started with Masquerade, because I think I was just looking at Shut Up and Sit Down last night, and they had reviewed or talked about the expansion or whatever, and so I was like, oh yeah, I own Masquerade. I haven't played that yet. We should play that, because it's kind of like Coup a bit, but even crazier, and nobody knows what's really going on. I was like, that could be fun. So we played Masquerade with 7. And I had fucked up the rules on the first round, and so that wasn't very good, but then the other rounds picked up. It's fun, but I wouldn't put it anywhere near Coup, because of how kind of crazy it is. Coup is really awesome, because you can really kind of like knuckle down to it, you know, and think about it, and there's that tension. Masquerade doesn't really have that much tension, I guess. It didn't seem like it. It was just kind of, yeah, let's just kind of just go with it. You know, that's more what Masquerade is. So I guess, yeah, for 7 people, I'd pick Masquerade over Coup, definitely. But you know, so then we played Bloodbound, which I've owned for a while, and it's a game that not many people talk about. It's a fantasy flight game, comes in a little box, and it's a hidden trader game with terrible, terrible, terrible artwork. If you look it up, it's called Bloodbound. It's terrible artwork, and so I've never gotten to play it, because you want kind of a big amount of people. So I was like, all right, let's play Bloodbound. We played.
You asked for it.
3 rounds of that. I think 3 rounds. And it's all right. There's a reason it's not talked about on the level of, you know, the Resistance or something like that, as far as hidden trader games go. It's not. I would probably prefer to play with an even number of people over an odd number, because if you play with an odd number of people, you have to include a like a neutral party. It's called the Inquisitor, and he's not on either team. He's his own team. And I think 2 out of the 3 games that we played, the Inquisitor won. And so I think it would probably be better with even teams, but it was all right. But I would probably pick the Resistance, you know. And it was actually really crazy. The third game, the Inquisitor got outed like right away, just immediately. It was like the second action or something like that. He got outed, and so he put down his curse cards. And basically, the curse cards for the Inquisitor are the Inquisitor has to kind of guess. Oh my god. The Inquisitor has to guess who he thinks is gonna win the game. Like a single like the leader of the winning team, basically. He has to try to guess. And at the end, if he had guessed correctly, and he placed down the correct card on the correct person, he wins the game alone. And so, he got outed right away. He had nothing to go off of. Absolutely nothing to go off of. It was just, he kind of had to place it absolutely randomly, and he had to guess not only that this leader was going to win, but this person was the leader of their group. He had very small chances of winning. And so, of course, at the end, I was the leader, and I pulled off a very slick victory for our team. It was quite well played on my part. And then we flipped over all the cards, and sure enough, he had picked me as the leader and the winner, and so he won by himself. And man, it was off the chain, as they say. So, yeah, that was pretty fun, but, like, right at the start, when he was outed as the Inquisitor and he was placing his cards, we were like, if you win because of this, if you win this game, you basically have to retire it. Because you never want to play this again, because you'll never pull off anything that good again. And so, sure enough, he won. And, yeah, we said, okay, that's it. I'm not sure if we can ever play with him again. So that was good. And then we played Pit. I finally got to play that. Not a very flattering name for a game. It is the oldest game I own. I think it's the simplest game I own. And it's the loudest game I own. So it's quite a piece to have on my shelf. I'll say that. And so we had 7 people for Pit, and we all really loved Pit. It stands the test of time. Like, this game came out like 25 years before Monopoly. And I don't know why this game is not more popular, because it's just hilarious. There's really no strategy to it almost at all. A tiny bit, maybe. And it's just yell at everyone around the table as loud as you can repeatedly for 3 minutes. And that doesn't sound very interesting, but trust me, when you get into it, it is amazing. I imagine drunk it would be just ridiculous. And so we played, yeah, I think we all won once. Every single person won one time, and then we had a tiebreaker. So we played like 8 rounds of it. And rounds go really fast, and just hilarious shit. Probably wasn't a smart move, but there you go. Yeah, it's just, that's a funny game. That's a really funny, loud game. So, I look forward to playing with my family on vacation. We'll be up in the Rocky Mountains in our little home away from home, very secluded, and we'll all just be screaming at each other. It'll be great. So that was good, and then we had some people leave, so we switched to Chinatown. And Chinatown was good as always. That's a pretty good combo. I'll take that combo. Yeah, so Chinatown is that. Really would love an expansion for Chinatown. If anyone out there is listening that could ever possibly influence such a thing, you know what to do.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Deathwing is coming out. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be great.
Face the mana.
Yeah, so that's pretty much board games. I've very much slowed down on my purchasing now. I realize that I have most things of what I want. I mean, obviously I would buy many, many more things, but financially and everything, I'm in a good position where it's just, alright, I've got what I need. We've got plenty of new games. We've got a lot of old games that we like, and we're at a good spot. I don't know what else. I don't know of any like genre or anything that I'm really missing.
I wonder.
Yeah, it's at a good spot. So that's nice. That's nice. I've got like 80 games or something like that, but yeah. Okay, so that's board games. Real life stuff. Anything interesting? Not really. So the 50 Shades movie that I was going to go see, I did not see. That's why you don't have a Mangg's movie review up for 50 Shades of Grey.
You asked for it.
Okay. I think that's a bot. Yeah, that's a bot move. Or something like that. No, that's not a bot move, because you do that at 19, don't you? I know there's like a bot configuration where you win a certain number of games and then you auto-concede, so you keep your rank, or so you don't fuck around or anything like that. But you don't lose ranks at 20, so I don't know why you did that. Anyways, yeah, so here's what it's like. If it were up to me, and it usually is, 98% of the time, it is up to me to handle movie,
You asked for it.
getting to the movies, getting a group, acquisitioning tickets, things of that nature. You know, it's on me, or I'm spearheading it, you know. Occasionally, I will appoint somebody else to purchase the tickets, or, you know, contact other people, whatever. But I'm pushing forward the charge. This time, it was not because I was not really... I did not start this group. And one of the people, or a couple people, or whatever, a part of the group that wanted to go, I was not really, you know, friends with. I was kind of the outrider here, the whatever. So I was like, alright, you know, I'll keep out of it. I'll just, I'll keep my peace, and hopefully, you know, they take care of it. But here's the problem, and here's what I've discovered, is nobody is ever as reliable as you are, you know? Or at least I think that. That's my philosophy. Because whenever I rely on somebody else, I'm generally disappointed. But if it's me, if I'm relying on myself, I either do what I want done, or I have only myself to blame, you know.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Damn it. And so... I told her like a week ago. I told my friend's girlfriend, I was like... You know, you need to, like, order tickets in advance, right? You understand that. And she's like, oh, yeah, I'll talk to my roommate, and, you know, we'll try to do that. And I'm like, yeah, but you need to do that. Like, that's not... I'm not, like, debating this with you. You need to trust me. I've seen many more movies than you at many theaters. I know what to do. Showing up on Valentine's Day to see the 50 Shades of Grey movie is not the correct answer. And So I was just like, I mean, that was pretty much all I could say, really. There's not much I can do. I can't order the tickets myself. I can't. I mean, yeah, I could, but that's putting... I think that's overstepping some line. Because I don't know, I don't even have like a full commitment from these people. And I'm not friends with them. And I can't contact the roommate because I'm not really in a good position there. If I could contact her, well, I wouldn't be probably going to the movie. But anyways, so it's just like, all right, I guess I gotta leave it in her hands, and we'll see. And so throughout the week, I messaged my buddy and stuff, and I was like, you know, she's gotta order those tickets if you want to see the movie, blah blah blah. And then it came down to Saturday. I hadn't heard anything, and so today at brunch, I heard from my friend. He's like, yeah, I didn't really hear anything ever about it, and, you know, her roommate posted a picture of her and some gay guy at dinner in Toma or something like, you know, another city, and it's just like, yeah, I guess it's not happening. And so he was gonna make Valentine's Day plans with his girlfriend to go to some restaurant or something like, but he never heard about the movie, so he couldn't do that. And then it was just all shit all over the place. It's just like, what? How hard is it? Like, how hard is it? You want to go see a movie. You know it's going to be busy, or I hope you would know it's going to be busy. And yet you just like, oh, we'll just show up to the theater. It's like, no, if you want to show up to the theater on Valentine's Day to see this movie, you'd have to do it at least, I would say, an hour. And probably closer to an hour and a half, if you want to get seats. It was just... It was dumb. It was dumb. What else can I say?
It's time.
And so, I don't know. I'm probably never going to see the movie in theaters. I'll probably have to... like, watch a cam or something of it. And yeah, it's just kind of like... Are people not as... I don't even know the word for it. Are people not as attentive or responsible? I don't know. Are people that dumb? I don't know.
I can't do that.
It bothered me. But again, there's nothing I can do. I can't contact this girl, and even if I could, I wouldn't yell at her or anything like that. So it's just like, oh well. You go out to dinner with your gay friend, I suppose. I will not say anything. So yeah, if I had a girlfriend, which I know is a big if, but if I did, and where I was in this situation, I would have had my tickets a week ago. It would have been a done deal. We'd be going to the bistro. We would have had a great night, and that would just be it. There would have been no issue, and that would have been it. But no, there was an issue, so can't do that. So I don't know. I don't know when I'll ever get to see it. I'll just have to hold out. And yeah, so on Valentine's Day, my Valentine's Day consisted of watching True Lies, because it's a very romantic movie, and then I watched Fast and Furious 6. I don't know why. For some reason, I felt like it. And then I went to Applebee's. And so we got to the Applebee's crowd, which was, of course, many couples who had just gone to see 50 Shades of Grey. And numerous times I heard, oh, Christian Grey, he was so hot. Heard that many times throughout the night. And so, at one point, I was talking to my buddies about 50 Shades, because, you know, I'm reading it and all that. And we were discussing, we were discussing Christian Grey, the character. And I don't know what the question was or what we were specifically talking about, but you know, Christian Grey has kind of a weird backstory, and it's kind of messed up. And apparently, he was a submissive for a while to a woman or something like that. And so I was talking about this to them. Again, I don't know why that topic came up, but. And so I was talking, and I was completely oblivious to everything going on around me. I don't know why. I was so engrossed in discussing this character from the shitty book. I was so engrossed, and I wasn't paying any attention. And then I suddenly uttered out, very loudly, like louder than I would normally talk in the restaurant. And I think the music even dimmed at the perfect moment. And I uttered out, yeah, apparently, according to his backstory, it's implied that she fucked him.
You asked for
And so I said it in just that perfect moment where everything came together. And in that moment, I suddenly realized that there was people walking right past me. And so I turned my head to look, and I made perfect eye contact with an 11-year-old girl who heard me say this thing and turned her head in just shock. And what I thought was her mother walking behind her, but I think it was like her 16-year-old sister. I didn't even look. I was just horrified that at the whole situation.
Hurry up. Portals online.
And so they walked I think her sister like scowled at me, or that's what they said. I didn't see it. And so I just whipped my head back. They walked past, and we just all could not. I couldn't stop laughing for like 3 minutes straight. It was just that perfect moment when everything had to come together to create the ultimate embarrassment. It was ridiculous. Really got my foot caught in my mouth right there. Because if a previous sentence from that would have been very kind of mundane or anything, you know. Or, you know, even if it was just like, yeah, he was apparently submissive for 6 years. I mean, that's weird, but it's not, like, vulgar or anything like that. But no, it had to be, yeah, it's implied that she fucked him. Oh, man, that was just... Wow. Hello. That's ridiculous. How much was that? Oh, because it's a mech, too. Oh, my God. That's ridiculous. So, yeah, that was my embarrassing story of the evening. But, you know, it's just Applebee's. I mean, you can't expect to walk around a family restaurant at midnight and not hear something like that. Oh, man, I just could not stop laughing. But yeah, that was kind of it. There was not really... Another one of my good friends that we hang out with got or proposed this weekend on Valentine's Day, which is a little cliche perhaps, but it is what it is. Makes me feel old. Makes me feel single. I guess that's what Valentine's Day should do.
I
like my invention?
And,
Hello.
you know how it is. At least I have this video series. Can't go wrong with that. There we go. Good time to end, I suppose. Flame Leviathan for 2. Oh my god. But, yeah, I guess I'm gonna go play some Evolve, so you might see a video of that. That'll be cool. Otherwise, there'll be more roll-manging, more commandos, probably 50 Shades final chapter, and then this again, probably. Very predictable. Anyways, my name is Mangg. This has been Hanging with Mangg. I'll see you fine folks next week.